What's up, guys? So welcome back to the channel. I got this thing all sorts torn apart, but in particular we're going to be installing today, and that's a hybrid racing short shifter. Now I already have it in at the time of recording this intro because I didn't record one. This is the stock unit, and I'm going to show you how to get that beautiful piece of American ingenuity into your Civic. Alright, now for getting this out, I know for a fact I need a 14 mil wrench for this. This is just a collar that holds your shift knob on. So just get your 14, make sure your shifter's in a really awkward spot, or your e-brake I mean, and then you get the gist. Spin this down, take the shift knob off. I only got one hand doing this, so I'll be right back. Alright, we got her. Maybe. If the threads will come. Man, I didn't realize how far I had that threaded. So allegedly, for getting this portion out, you can just pick up here, kind of rip it up like that. And then I got a hose clamp, so I got to take that off. And then actually, no, I can just slide this right up. Sweet. Pull the e-brake back. Okay, and then you just got two clips on the back of these. I'll get those out in a second. And then, yeah, it's just these three clips. So you pop those out. This is removed. This is from some interior lighting that the previous owner had in. It doesn't even work. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that before I put everything back in. Quote me on that, though, because it's very possible that I'm going to say I'm going to remove it, and then that's going to end up sitting in the exact same spot that it was. But we'll see. Also, I have to take out these. So for this, there's two screws right in there. Should be just right under the little cover. So you take those two out, and then if you come down here, generally there's a clip down there. I am missing that one, so I just have the one. And then over on the other side, you can see there's one there. And then after you get those clips and those screws, this all should come right out. And before I forget, there is one screw also holding this side piece on the driver's side. And there should be a second one here, but I'm missing that one. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those in when I'm throwing it back on. Alright, now that all that's gone, this can come out, except this USB that's in your console, the plug for that is right here. So just pop that down and you're good to go. You can just kind of lift this whole thing out. And now that you got that out, for the shifter itself, there is a bolt here. There's another one kind of, I don't know if you can see it, right under those wires. There's one here, here. Should mention too while I have this exposed, so if you guys can see this little white clip, you pretty much just flip that back and then spin this collar, and that releases this section from its little holder on there. You gotta do that after you get this clip out. And then for this one, you can kind of see those two pieces. If you lift up on those, this will pop right down. I can't really show you guys since I got one hand. I need my other hand for recording, but you get the gist. If you guys have any questions, just throw a comment down and I'll try my best to help, but it's a fairly easy install. If you guys need easier access to this one, you can just pull this piece out. All you got to do is just loosen that bolt on the passenger side. It should slide right off, and then you just take off this one here. It's located right there. I just used a 10 mil and a 6-inch extension, and it fit perfect. There you have it. Got the plastic stock unit. I'll replace that with this real nice billet shifter. Very excited. I already know this thing's going to feel night and day better than that junk. Now don't get me wrong, Honda does make a good shifter out of the factory. Not saying that shifter is junk. I know I just said it's junk, but it's not that bad. That's the ticket. So let's go ahead and get her in. And I am going to clean this up after I get that in, because this is gross. This thing probably hasn't been off since, I don't even want to know when, to be honest. And with installing, it's kind of the same deal. So you want to make sure this is flipped up, twist these out, they'll slide right in. The bottom one, it mounts a little bit differently than the stock. It just popped right in. I have it in position 2, might switch it to 1. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to drive it around without this console in just to see how I like it. But yeah, it's the same thing with this guy, so try to do it one-handed here. I don't have it bolted in, so she's a little flimsy, but twist it out. You get the gist. Slides in, let it go, flip it down, you're good. But I'm going to get this thing bolted in, and I'll catch you guys when I got her pretty much ready to go. We got her installed, and all I got to say is that is night and day better. So much more notchy. Honestly, getting these on, I don't know if it's just the extra room that I have with this or just because it's hybrid racing and they're the greatest of all time. That went on so easy. Zero fitment issues. All the bolts lined up perfectly. Every single hybrid racing part I've ever bought, super good quality. If you guys haven't checked them out, I would highly recommend. So we're gonna do the right thing and leave the console out here, and I'm just gonna, you know, take this, shut that. You know, headlights are optional. I'm taking this thing around the street. Cool, of course, they don't require headlights, it's fine. Dude. It is so much better. The throw is so short, super notchy, tight. I like it. Thumbs up from me. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, hope this helped out. If you guys got any questions, again, just throw them down in the comments. I'll try my best to help out. Sorry I probably didn't explain it super well since, well, not even explain it, just record it because I was trying to do it one-handed while holding my hand with the other phone because, you know, GoPros are too expensive. So we're using phones out here, but have a good one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.